What is up guys, today I bring you the new 2023 CR-V Hybrid. Alright, let's put it in sport mode, brake boost, and launch. Okay, it's not bad. 0 to 60 is about 7.9 seconds. I do like how it's simulating shifts when you put it in sport mode. For an SUV in this segment, it actually picks up pretty good. The standout feature of the 2023 CR-V Hybrid Touring is it's a hybrid powertrain, which combines a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder Atkinson cycle engine with 2 electric motors to deliver a total of 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque to all 4 wheels through a CVT transmission. And don't worry, the CVT and Hondas are actually quite good and pairs really well with the setup. Alright, let's see how it does in these corners. This thing actually handles itself pretty well, especially for an SUV in this class. I like how the steering feels, it has a good weight to it, and you can actually toss it around pretty well. And there's also added augmented engine sound in sport mode to make it feel more lively. The CR-V Hybrid comes with real-time all-wheel drive with intelligent control system as standard, improving traction in slippery conditions like snow and mud, but also enabling it to channel as much as 50% of the engine torque to the rear wheels when it's needed. But even when it's dry out and you're going around a corner, the CR-V is sending a little bit of power to the rear wheels to make it feel a bit more engaging to drive. But with all that being said, that's not why you buy one of these things. This SUV is bought because it is so comfortable and because it's a Honda, meaning it's reliable. You just float over every single bump on the road and the ride feels amazing. Much more refined and dampened compared to the old ones and a lot of the competitors. It feels a lot less cheap now, almost luxury tier, giving brands like Acura itself a run for its money. Especially with this brand new interior, which feels and looks a lot nicer. It looks like this interior was pulled straight out the new 11th gen Honda Civic. The road noise insulation is a lot better and it just feels more solid overall now. We got this drive mode selector down here. Let's put it in eco mode, which is probably where you'll find yourself in most of the time anyways, which is why you get an EPA rated 40 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon on the highway. When you're driving around town, the car often only uses its electric powertrain and then switches into gas when more power is needed. The transition is so seamless you wouldn't even know unless you're looking at the little EV icon that comes on here. For city driving, it is great on gas. It's pretty much EV only until like 40-50 kilometers per hour, unless you're like sending it. But on the highway though, it just stays using the combustion engine all the time, which is why I haven't been able to achieve the greatest highway mileage. But I also have a feeling that it's because it's 10 below freezing right now, which could probably reduce some of the electric capabilities and why the combustion engine stays on all the time. I've also had the chance to drive the petrol non-hybrid CR-V, and for some reason you actually get better fuel mileage on the highway in that SUV than this. The EPA rating for the hybrid and the non-hybrid is actually very close, 32 miles per gallon and 35 miles per gallon, and I can't seem to get any more than 27 miles per gallon out the hybrid on the highway, but for the gas one I can get 33 miles per gallon, at least for our testing and the fact that it is super cold outside right now. The hybrid one is also about 450 pounds heavier than the non-hybrid, which is probably a factor in this as well. So if you are driving on the highway most of the time, the non-hybrid actually might be the better option than the hybrid. But in the city, you can get remarkable fuel economy. So if you're predominantly driving in the city, then the hybrid's great. And it also has a lot of standard safety features included with Honda sensing, including collision mitigation braking system, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control of course with low speed follow, lane keep assist, road departure mitigation, blind spot monitors with rear cross traffic alert, and optional parking sensors. And there's also traffic sign recognition, which uses the camera to pick up the speed limit sign and displays it on the instrument cluster. The color on the CR-V is called Canyon River Metallic, which is my favorite color for the new CR-V. The Hybrid Touring gets these new 19-inch black aluminum alloy wheels, and it's the only trim that you can get this gorgeous black chrome grille and darkened exterior contents, including the mirror caps. These full LED headlights are also brand new with auto high beams, and these new taillights look pretty sick. I like how the rear of the CR-V is still very much a CR-V distinctly with this taillight design that they've been going with for years. The new CR-V is also 2.7 inches longer than the previous gen and overall is much bigger. The new look is much bolder and it also has way more road presence than before. Inside the CR-V, we got this brand new interior that looks way nicer. It's pretty much shared with all the new Hondas. We've got these new vents that go right across the dash, and I'm glad we have the HVAC controls back and a volume knob as well. I'm tired of having to go through a screen to change all that. The 9-inch infotainment screen is all new and it's been moved up towards the driver's line of sight, so you don't have to look down as much and away from the road. It's much faster, simpler to use, and actually gotta be one of the simplest infotainment systems to use, and it doesn't take much of a learning curve to learn how to use it. And as you'd expect, there is wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Down here we've got a wireless charger, an available sunroof, and this whole center console has been raised up, so you feel like the SUV is wrapped around you, unlike the last gen where you kind of feel like you're sitting on top of all of it, like you're in a minivan. There's a 12-speaker Bose audio system, automatic high beams, rain sensing wipers, as well as these really cool wiper blades that don't obstruct your view when you're using the washer spray, which is something you'd find in Mercedes and BMW. That's pretty cool. These seats are super comfortable and they've got this really nice orange stitching that they have on the steering wheel as well, both of which are heated. Moving back to the rear, it is very spacious back here and it feels much wider than before, and they even got heated seats in the back on this touring model. More than enough space for myself and 2 other passengers or car seats. Also, these seats do recline pretty far back, which is a nice add-on. The trunk has a kick release feature and opens up to 36 cubic feet of space, which is 3 less than the non-hybrid model because we have this elevated platform to fit the hybrid powertrain under there, but still more than enough, and it has a big square opening to get things in and out easily. The Touring Hybrid is priced at $39,000 US in America and just under $51,000 in Canada. Although you can get a non-hybrid which has a 1.5 liter turbo starting at $31,600 in the US and $36,800 in Canada. The 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid is an impressive addition to the new gen Honda lineup, offering a sleek and efficient design that is sure to please both car enthusiasts and eco-conscious consumers alike. It is improved in pretty much every single way, from a better interior, improved infotainment, enhanced active and passive safety, and especially in driving dynamics and refinement. The CR-V in the prior generation is already one of the best in the segment, and Honda is quite intent on keeping it that way. That's all guys, thanks for watching.